I'm Marja, and I work here at the Defiance Public Library System in the Children's Department. I'd like to share with you some of the new Juvenile picture book titles which are now available to you with your library card. Let's begin our selection of new picture book titles for this month's book talk with Matildas Bad Mood, written by Corey Rosen Schwartz and Kirsty Call, illustrated by Claudia Ranucci. One day, Matilda the cow woke up on the wrong side of the bed. She was having a terrible day, which made her mood terrible as well. Throughout her day, various family and friends try to help her feel better without success, until Matilda encounters a bunch of chickens who have had worse luck than she has. Consequently, Matilda finds comfort in being able to commiserate, or cow-miserate, as she puts it, with the chickens, and her bad mood disappears. Read this title for a fun rhyme-filled play-on-words tale. You'll find more bad moods in the book Welcome to Bobville, City of Bobs, written by Jonah Winter and illustrated by Bob Stack, when one Bob in Bobville decides he no longer wants to be called Bob. That's right. Shock and awe abound all the Bobs in Bobville when one wants to be called Bruce instead. Everyone in Bobville has always been called Bob, and everyone in Bobville has always eaten the same foods, and everyone in Bobville has always had the same hobbies, and everyone in Bobville has always had the same dreams, and everyone in Bobville has always listened to the same music, watched the same movies, read the same books, and had the same thoughts, and of course they all agreed on everything, including that they did not like anyone not named Bob. As you can guess, Bruce becomes a problem for all the other Bobs. In a surprise conclusion to the story, the Bobs get what they want, and Bruce finds a happy ending. Whether or not the Bobs are actually happy is up for debate. Another new title which highlights being different is Fairy Science, Solid, Liquid, Gassy, written and illustrated by Ashley Spires. Esther is a fairy who does not believe in magic, and it's getting close to time for the annual magic fair. Last year, Esther's molecule project was disqualified from the magic fair due to unmagical content. She and her friends must figure out a way this year to participate using their preferred process of belief, the scientific method. By demonstrating the water cycle, they end up not only making it through the magic fair without being disqualified, but they also solve the mystery of the missing pond. This book is a sequel to the title Fairy Science, also by Ashley Spires. If you prefer magic to science, you might like Unicorns Are the Worst, written and illustrated by Alex Willen. In this story, a goblin is not happy with the unicorns that have moved in next door. He makes lots of excuses why you shouldn't like them, but he may just be a bit jealous. You know, goblins are magical too, and no one ever wants a goblin-themed birthday party after all. Eventually, all his complaining draws a dragon out of the woods. The goblin happens to be afraid of the dragon. Well, who do you suppose comes to the goblin's rescue? Yep, it's the unicorns. So, the goblin decides maybe unicorns aren't so bad, but that dragons are the worst. If you can't get enough stories about unicorns, you will definitely want to read Margarets Unicorn, written and illustrated by Brianna May Smith. Everything in Margaret's world is now different. She and her family just moved to a faraway place to be near her grandmother. Her first day there, her parents encourage her to go exploring outside. While walking in the garden, she finds a baby unicorn. Margaret must care for the unicorn until it can be reunited with its mother the following spring. This is a sweet story revealing that while Margaret is caring for the unicorn, it also provides companionship to her, which gives her the comfort she needs to help her through her new circumstances. In the Suitcase, written and illustrated by Chris Naylor Ballesteros, you will find another character dealing with sad and nervous feelings due to leaving his home for a new one. He's a strange animal that happens to be carrying a suitcase. The other animals are curious about what might be in his mysterious suitcase and proceed in finding out by breaking it open while he is asleep. This wasn't a good idea. Things get broken. What can the animals do to fix it? When the strange animal wakes up, he is surprised to find a very nostalgic scene before him. Not only that, but new friends as well. In this next title, a wolf not only finds a friend, but lots of other items as well. And you can help. Find Me, Adventures Underground, written and illustrated by Anaïs Baroufi. This book begins with the story of a wolf who needs glasses. He becomes accustomed to being able to see with his glasses, only to find out the wolf pack will be moving underground. He worries he won't be able to see underground in the dark, until a mole befriends him and shows him the underground world. This is where the reader begins to help by assisting Wolf in finding all the underground clues given by Mole. This is a new take on traditional I Spy and Look and Find books. While on the topic of finding things, has there ever been anything you have found but didn't know what it was? Well, in the story It's a Pumpkin, written by Wendy McClure and illustrated by Kate Kronreif, that is exactly what happens to several woodland animals. They found something big, orange and round, on the road that passes through their forest. What is it? They each ask, with a new answer from a new character each time. At first, the answer is, it's in the way, so the animals roll it out of the road. There they gather to contemplate what it is, and end up having a party together. At the party, they decide it's a chair, but not very comfortable, so maybe it's a table. No, it's a lamp, or maybe a pie. Everyone ends up leaving the party with seeds from it. Suddenly it's spring. All the animals had forgotten about the party, and it. But one day, Possum spied where one of the seeds from it was left. It was now growing. It's a plant! The animals watched it all summer. Then they saw it was a flower. Then they saw it was getting bigger, and decided it was time for another party. Perhaps they don't need to know what it is after all. Those are the highlights for Juvenile picture books this month. I promise you, there are many, many more new titles that we have at the Defiance Public Library System that I didn't mention here. So if none of these sound interesting to you, check out our website at www.defiancelibrary.org or visit us soon and let us help you find something that does.